everyone, welcome back to Function Pilates. I'm Vanessa Kelly, and today I'm going to walk you through a reformer workout. It is a unilateral workout, meaning we're going to work on one side at a time in each of the exercises. So it's a great way to notice which is our dominant side, which is our weaker side, and be able to create symmetry in our body. So I am working on a balance body piece of equipment. I will recommend the spring settings for you at home if you are working on a different model. But if you're ready to begin, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and set ourselves up with 2 red springs and 1 blue spring, which is 2.5 springs, or the settings that you would use for single leg footwork. Once you're on your back, apply your heels on top of the foot bar and bring the right leg to tabletop. Exhale to push out with that left heel. Inhale to return. So our goal is to keep those hips nice and steady and create equal balance in the sits bones. Our right leg is a very energetic tabletop leg, and you're pointing out through those toes. Connect those ribs as you exhale to push out and really scoop down with the belly to maintain a nice neutral pelvis here. Beautiful. 10 repetitions. Exhale, push out. Inhale, resist those springs to return. Let's go on to the other side. Left leg comes up and exhale, push out. Remember that we want to keep the ankle tracking nicely with our knee and knee tracking nicely with our hip. Take a moment to really feel that equal amount of weight distributed into the mat here. As you push out, feel that equal weight through your hips and feel the work behind the back of the leg here, right into those hamstrings. Perfect. Let's come down to your toes. Extend that right leg over the foot bar, and as you exhale, drive that leg back into tabletop. The knee pulls into tabletop, knee over the hip, not necessarily all the way in towards your chest. So really controlling the dynamic of the flow here of your leg. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, reach out. Beautiful. Think of, again, the weight distribution through your left toes as you try to keep your heel lifted in a nice high position. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. And bring those toes down, setting yourself up with that left foot out. Pull it in as you take your exhale. Think of the back of the right leg pushing down towards the floor, not necessarily locking out that leg, but enough to go into full extension as you open up through the front of your hip. Relax with those shoulders and trying to keep those arms nice and long as you reach out through those fingertips. Beautiful. Exhale and then take your inhale. And coming back to the bar, we're going to go wide. So set both heels on for your wide position, and then take your right leg into an attitude position, which is basically externally rotated here. And you're going to maintain this position as you push out, which can be challenging. You're going to want to think about keeping, again, those hips connecting into the mat and not allowing one of your sides to teeter-totter, especially in this more challenging position. Exhale, press out, and inhale, return. Good. Again, keep that focus as you pull those ribs together and deepen the connection with your core. Let's take it to the other side. And once you're ready, press to a straight leg. As you're going through this unilateral work, start to think about and take inventory of your body and notice any weaknesses, any sides that feel actually like they're dominating more. You want to make note and take consideration so that we can strengthen the weaker side and stretch out the more dominant, tighter side. Bring it down to your toes, stay wide. And this time, when we come into our attitude position, you're going to kick the leg out to the side and then bend to pull back in. So we're just adding some extra coordination here. If this is too much for you, just keep it back in that tabletop position. And exhale, stretch it out. challenging yourself to keep your left heel lifted and working and exercising through those toes. Reach and slowly bring it back in. Reach and slowly return. And setting ourselves up for the other side, left leg in tabletop, exhale, reach out to the side. Beautiful. So you're not necessarily throwing the leg. Again, this is a very, very controlled movement here. As you facilitate the work, really, again, connecting with your abs, maintaining neutral spine, which is all the natural curves of your spine, and again, keeping a nice neutral pelvis. Beautiful. Opening up as wide as you can and returning in carefully. Let's take those toes back to the middle of the foot bar, pressing out to straighten those legs. And then let's float that right leg up for single leg calf raises here. And our number is 10. So doing the best you can to apply that equal weight through the left toes, lowering that heel, lifting the heel. Strengthening through the ankle and stretching out through your calf muscle. Beautiful. Take it to the other side. Take a static hold with that left leg as it reaches out in front of you. Staying nice and strong. Lowering and lifting through that right side. Exhale on the way up, inhale on the way down. Perfect. And then we'll place both feet back on and prance it out. At your own comfortable pace here, about 5 or 6 on each side. Again, just making sure your hips are staying nice and steady and squared. And return back in. Beautiful. Taking the headrest down, we're going to go into single leg bridging, so make sure you do have some comfortable space between your shoulders and the shoulder block. And starting with your heels on, pull that right leg to tabletop. Exhale, we're going to bridge those hips all the way up to the top to your shoulder blades. Hold it there, squeeze those glutes. Inhale to lower back down. Beautiful. So again, we're really getting deep into those hamstrings. So if you do cramp, just take a moment, shake it off, and then going right back into it. The other modification would be not to come up as high. But if you're doing good, you're able to stick with it. Think about pressing firmly through those arms equally as you exhale, squeeze those glutes to lift. Inhale to lower. Let's try that one more time. Exhale, we're going to lift all the way up, hold your position, and 10 little pulses up and down. Good. Squeezing those glutes. Keep the hips lifted. Once you get to 10, very slowly articulating that spine and allow it to rest down. Great job. Let's switch it to the other side. Right heel is on, left leg to tabletop. Exhale to bridge the hips up, and then inhale to lower. So bridging, again, helps to create stability through our hips. So if you suffer from low back pain or any low back discomfort, this is actually strengthening your hips to allow the hips to stay stronger and to take over from any of the low back that we typically do in our daily routines. Exhale, pressing firmly into that right heel, squeeze with the glute and the hamstrings here, and then adding pulses right at the end. Beautiful. Stay with it, guys, just 10 small pulses up and down, or pick a number that feels good for you today. And then slowly you're going to articulate the spine and release everything. Awesome. Coming to the arches of your feet, if you can, we're going to do one more set here of bridging, but leg is going to go straight up like an elevator, and then it's going to lower back down. Good. Abs are pulled in, stretching those toes up towards the ceiling. And exhale, breathe. Shoulders are down. Relax your jaw. Relax your facial muscles here. If you find yourself gripping your hands or really gripping through your toes, try to relax that there too. At the top, let's add 5 circles, one direction. And then once you're done with those 5, let's go 5 the opposite direction. Good, and keep those hips nice and squared and steady and begin to roll down. Beautiful. Other side, leg goes straight up towards the ceiling. Inhale here, exhale to bridge and lower yourself back down. Again, as we're going through these unilateral movements, take note, take inventory of your body. Which side feels easier? Which side feels harder? Do you feel like you're bridging up as high on this side as you did on the other side? So all of these things we want to take into consideration. Add those circles at the top when you're ready. 5 one direction and 5 the other direction. Awesome work here, guys. And slowly release everything back down. Good. Okay, from this position, let's come all the way up to the top. I'm going to take my headrest back up, and I'm switching my springs to 1 rad, so that's just 1 whole spring, and then lying myself back down. We're going to get into single arm work here. So find your right handle or your right loop. Let's take both arms into the air as if we had handles in both our hands, and 1 leg at a time comes to tabletop. Hug them together. Exhale to press both arms down. Keep your left arm hovering over the mat and just using your right arm to lower and lift. If you want to set your left arm down onto the mat or the carriage for stability, that is totally fine. But for that extra challenge, allow that arm to float. Exhale is going to send that right arm down, and inhale, bring it back up. Beautiful job here, guys. Nice and slow. 10 is our number. Again, 10 is just a default, so pick and choose what feels best for you. And then we'll go right into our tricep presses here. So softening that elbow, really co-contracting bicep and tricep, pushing through the back of the arm as it gets long. You got it. Take that exhale to lengthen out, inhale to bend. Exhale to lengthen out and inhale to bend. Perfect. And then slowly, we're going to bring our arm back up and then rest those feet down 1 at a time. Great. So left hand goes in the handle first. Right hand, let's go on top of left hand. We're going to do an oblique version here. So when you're ready, find those legs in tabletop. Exhale to rotate towards your right hip here. And inhale, lower down. Same side. Exhale, rotate, and inhale, lower. Keep those knees hugging together, the energy pointing out through your toes, and feel the rotation here through your spine. Beautiful. Anywhere from 5 to 10 repetitions is good. These are challenging, so doing the best you can to avoid lifting your shoulder or creating any tension in your neck. Perfect. Lowering down and relaxing. Perfect. Let's go into the other side. So grab a hold of that handle. Left hand goes in. Again, as if we had handles in both our arms. We're going to take those legs into the tabletop position and exhale, pressing down. Hover that right arm. Just allow the left arm to do the work here. Beautiful. Exhale to press down and inhale to bring it up. Think about the work coming from below the armpit. Activate that muscle through the lats as you press down, and that helps to create stability through your shoulders. Again, trying to feel that equal balance, that equal weight distribution in your shoulder blades. Exhale, press down, and inhale back up. Heading slowly into our tricep press, bend and lengthen out. Good. Staying with it. Again, trying your best to maintain neutral spine here, which is all the natural curves of your spine. So if you need to imprint, push your low back into the mat there so you're not getting any low back discomfort. Pull your knees a little deeper in towards your chest if you need to. Perfect. Exhale, press, and inhale to bend. Lengthen out and bring it back up and drop those feet. Right hand goes in the handle, left hand on top, legs in tabletop. Take an inhale to prepare here, and then exhale, rotate to the left hand side. You got it. Again, taking note here if this side feels any easier or does it feel harder? Good. Keep reaching, controlling the movement, avoiding momentum here. Breathing in through your nose, connecting those ribs, and exhaling out through the mouth here. And release. Coming all the way up. We're not yet done with our abs. We're going to stay on the same spring tension, but we're going to move our bodies all the way over to the shoulder blocks, grabbing that back handle, scoot your body all the way forward so that you are supported on the carriage here, and then take your left hand behind your head. Right palm is looking down at the belly, and it's just going to breeze across the belly here. Yeah. Hold those legs in tabletop, point out through those toes, staying curled up. I'm going to do 10, but again, your number here is anywhere from 5 to 10 repetitions. Stay curled up here, guys, and keep your eyesight down on your belly button. Don't pull on your neck. And again, just breezing that right arm across the belly. This is helping not only the obliques, but it's also strengthening our rotator cuff as well. Bring yourself up when you're ready, and we'll take it to the other side. We should have some nice heat in our abs by this point. So scooting forward and carefully lowering down, legs in tabletop, support your neck and head here. Take an inhale and exhale, sweep it across. Beautiful. Keeping those shoulder blades off the mat as best as possible. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Curl up a little higher. Drop your chin down. Eyesight towards that belly button. You got it. And breathe. And hang that strap up when you're ready and carefully bring yourself back up. Awesome work here, guys. So let's switch out to our loops. I am going to keep the same spring tension on, and we're going to go into single leg hip work here. So once your loops are on, take a moment and lie yourself down carefully. And let's go ahead and grab a hold of that right loop and place it in our foot. Once you're there, go ahead and relax for just a moment. Taking your left leg into a tabletop position. Gonna keep it nice and static. You're gonna exhale and pull down with that right leg and inhale to bring it up. Exhale to press down and inhale back up. Ground your hips and your sits bones here. And your abs are already nice and warm, so take this moment to really connect deeper with them. Create that mind-body experience as you become more self-aware. Beautiful. Exhale, press down, and inhale to return up. Think of reaching long. Good. From here, we're going to go ahead and scissor the legs. So left leg goes up and switch. Exhaling and inhaling. Finding a nice rhythm, a nice flow for yourself. You may even feel like your left leg is doing more of the work because it's not supported. Good. And let's do about 6 of these here. And we'll go into frog. So heels together, toes apart. Exhale, zip those inner thighs together. Inhale to pull in. Feels so different when you don't have another strap there around the opposite foot. It creates instability in our pelvis, and we have to really focus and work hard to maintain balance here. Keep that jaw relaxed and your shoulders down. Take that left ankle and slide it over the right ankle and exhale to press straight down. So you might even feel an IT band stretch on your left leg, but going straight down the middle here. About 6 repetitions. Exhale, press down, and inhale to return up. Good. And then from here, let's grab a hold of your pegs behind you to create balance. And then as like a pendulum, you're going to take it to the right side and sweep it across to the left, rocking from one sits bone to the other. 3 in this direction, and then 3 in the opposite direction. So getting your abs involved, getting your obliques involved here. Hold at the top, take it to the left hand side, exhale to pull down. Squeeze those inner thighs, squeeze those glutes as you put the effort into the work here. One more time. And bringing it back up. Awesome work there, guys. Find your foot bar carefully and then take that strap out, and we'll take it to the other side. Left foot goes in the loop, stretch it up towards the ceiling, and then when you're ready, right leg comes into that tabletop position. Inhale there and exhale, press down. And these, we're going to go into 10 of them. It's just a nice way to get acquainted with the exercise before we get a little fancy. And exhale, press, and inhale, return. Keep those arms long, fingers relaxed. Good. Focus on your breath here. Excellent job there, guys. Lower it down and then inhale back up, getting ready for our scissors here. Switching the legs, keeping them long. Just feel that energy coming out through the toes. Just noticing any challenges that this exercise is creating for you. Perfect. Once we've done our 6, we'll go into frog, so heels together. Exhale to zip those inner thighs. Really pushing and pulling away. So create opposition. Feel the energy coming out from your toes, but think of lifting and pulling up from your pelvic floor. Beautiful. Go ahead and wrap that right ankle over the left ankle. Exhale, press straight down. Again, just going to about 45 degrees so that you don't compromise your neutral spine. So if you feel like you are arching your back, you've gone too far. And keeping that tailbone grounded as you bring those legs straight up. Nice. Exhale, press, and inhale, bring it back up. Let's grab those pegs behind us and take it into that pendulum. So over to the left side first. Exhale, sweep those legs around like a corkscrew. Inhale. And exhale, activate the obliques. Getting that midsection involved. One more to this side. Back to the very top. Let's take it to the right. Take an inhale and then exhale, sweep it around. Good, mobilizing through the hips. You're doing great. Let's try that one more time. Inhale it over, and then long exhalation as you take it all the way around, back to the top. All right, guys, find that foot bar carefully, remove that loop out, and set it back onto your peg behind you. Good. Okay, we're gonna come all the way up, and let's actually stay on this red spring. And we're gonna head into a full body integration exercise, which is called arabesque. So hands on the foot bar, feet are supported by the shoulder blocks. And if you need to add more weight, feel free to add a yellow or a blue. And then swing your right leg behind you as you push out and pull in. We're gonna inhale to push out, and we're gonna exhale to pull in. So emphasize that exhale. We need that breath to pull that carriage in, and we're facilitating the movement from our abs. Good, in just about 4 to 6 here. And then pull that knee into the chest and back out to plank. Yes, you guys have it. Again, this is a full body exercise. You're gonna feel your arms, you're gonna feel your shoulders, your abs, and those legs. But relax your neck and breathe. Beautiful job. Okay, one more side, thankfully. Take that left leg behind you, and little bit of movement here. Inhale back, exhale to pull in. Good. Keeping the body quiet and just reaching this energy out through that left leg here. Awesome. Exhale to pull in. And then when you're ready, take it into plank. Drive that knee in towards the chest and reach out. In and reach. Drive it in and reach. You got it. Taking those knees down slowly whenever you need to. And then carefully after your 6, go ahead and relax it. Great job, everyone. Okay, so we're gonna keep that one red spring. We're gonna slowly finish up our workout here. Box is going on. It's gonna go long ways. And we're doing single arm work, lying on our stomach, and we'll finish it up with single arm back extension. Okay, push out with both arms here. Then let's go ahead and take your right hand behind the small of your back, and then allow your left elbow to try and point down towards the floor. And notice that I'm not really coming in all the way. Regardless that my left side is weaker, I don't want to feel my shoulders lifting or being compromised in any way. So really take note in what your shoulders are doing and trying to stay balanced and equal on both sides. Good. About 6 there. Take it to the other side. Left hand goes in the small of the back. Again, point that right elbow down towards the floor. Bending your elbow, exhale, reach long. Keep your shoulder down and plugged in so your shoulder isn't lifting. These are hard to do, so take your time and just be very careful. Good. Left arm's gonna go back in. Let's do one more round, but this time let's switch it up. So if you're able to have your elbow go nice and wide, go ahead and think of your left elbow reaching to the opposite side of the room here. Legs are still long and strong. Exhale to press. Inhale to bend. Eyesight down on the floor towards those springs and press. Good, other side. Beautiful. Bending and exhale to straighten. Bend and exhale to straighten. Good, again, pointing that elbow to the opposite side of the room. Squeezing and activating your tricep here. Getting your lats and your back extensors involved to assist you. Beautiful. And then carefully take your right hand over to your left hand. Hold it there with 2 straight arms. Lift your chest. Take that inhale. Exhale to lower. 3 on this side. Coming all the way up. A gentle extension with rotation. Again, be mindful doing this exercise if you have any low back issues. take it to the other side. Left hand reaches for the right and shoulders down. Again, it's not about how high you come up, it's about how much you're lengthening out. Yeah. One more time. Lift and lower. Go ahead and carefully return yourself back in, and coming off the box, we'll finish it with our roll downs. Great job today, guys. Hip distance apart. We're going to sweep those arms up towards the sky. Exhale to roll yourself down as you forward fold, letting your shoulders relax, hips over knees, knees over ankles, and carefully restocking your spine up one vertebra at a time. Exhale, roll those shoulders back. Finish it with one more roll down. And thank you again, guys, for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, please feel free to subscribe to the channel and be mindful about hitting that thumbs up button and commenting if you'd like. We'll see you again soon.